Avoid common mistakes in wish clauses and conditionals. Hello, language learners. Today, we're diving deep into a crucial topic in English grammar: wish clauses and conditionals. More importantly, we're going to explore some common mistakes that learners often make in this area and, of course, learn how to avoid them. So, buckle up and let's get started. Before we start fixing errors, let's quickly revise the concept of wish clauses and conditionals. In English, we use these structures to talk about hypothetical situations, wishes, and unreal conditions. Remember, getting the tenses and modal verbs right is key for accurate and clear communication. One of the most common mistakes in wish clauses and conditionals is misunderstanding tense usage. Many students struggle with the shift in tenses when creating these clauses. For example, consider the sentence, "I wish I have a new car." This is incorrect because when we express a wish about the present, we use the past simple tense. The correct sentence should be, "I wish I had a new car." Similarly, in conditionals, you might hear someone say, "If I will see him, I will say hello." This is incorrect because in first conditional, we use the present simple after if and will in the main clause. The correct sentence should be, "If I see him, I will say hello." Another common mistake is neglecting contractions. In informal English, particularly in speaking, it's common to contract the subject and would to make your speech sound more natural. For example, instead of saying, "I would go to the party if I were invited," you could say, "I'd go to the party if I were invited." Remember, contractions can make your English sound more fluent. The incorrect use of were is another mistake learners often make. In the second conditional and in wishes, we use were instead of was, even with I, he, she, and it. A common mistake is saying, "If I was rich, I would travel the world." The correct form should be, "If I were rich, I would travel the world." Similarly, "I wish I was taller" should be, "I wish I were taller." Lastly, a frequent error is the misuse of would in the if clause. Remember, we don't use would in the if clause of the second and third conditionals. For example, "If I would have studied, I would have passed the exam" is incorrect. The correct sentence is, "If I had studied, I would have passed the exam." So, those are some of the common mistakes we often see with wish clauses and conditionals. Remember, practice is the key. Try using these structures in your day-to-day English and pay close attention to the points we discussed today. We're sure that with consistent practice, you'll master these rules in no time. That's all for today, folks. We hope this session has been helpful in improving your English grammar. Stay tuned for more, and as always, happy learning!